college students who are actually cast members talk SpongeBob.
Hi, my name is Fayaz Sheikh. My major is computer engineering with a minor in theater, and I play Perch Perkins in SpongeBob.
Hi, I'm Justin Jones. I study environmental tech and management, and I'm playing SpongeBob.
Hi, I'm Maya McCall. My major is Applied Education, Learning Design and Technology, and I am Plankton in SpongeBob.
Hey everyone, my name is Darius Austin. I am majoring in business administration and playing Old Man Jenkins in SpongeBob.
Hi, I'm Greta Perez, and my majors are Industrial Systems Engineering and Sociology, and my majors are, and I'm playing the major, SpongeBob.
Why SpongeBob? Why involved? What about the show is intriguing? Anything?
I think it's an important show because there's a lot of themes of inclusivity. And that's that a word? Inclusivity. There's a lot of inclusion. It's a lot about community and accepting everyone.
Yeah, I think when everybody started talking about SpongeBob, all of us were like, well, that's goofy, and we didn't know how seriously to take it. But after reading the script and working through it, we realized that it's way deeper than we thought it was. And it's very relevant, not only because of the inclusion, but because it touches deep subjects that are problematic within this setting that's goofy, so people can actually talk about it without feeling aggression.
Yeah, I'll say when I was asked, are you going to go out and audition for SpongeBob the Musical, my initial thought was no. I was like, I don't think that's what I'm going to do. I think I want something a bit more dramatic, but after going through the audition, obviously building the relationship with the cast, but in addition to that, reading the script and seeing how this is not a cartoon at all, and there actually are a lot of difficult topics handled in the right way and with a certain underlying comedic effect, and pushing that message of inclusivity, I think that really pushed me to really want to accept the role.
Yeah, I think for me, just doing SpongeBob has been like one of the best experiences, especially with like the cast and being able to like create relationships, because it's coming in as a freshman, it's like scary to kind of start all these like new and different like activities within the university, but kind of having SpongeBob and this way to kind of build a relationship with everybody was really nice to have.
Well, I think it's important too because it leads nicely into the next question, which is about comparing and contrasting SpongeBob with the last 2 or 3 years or so. And I think it draws great parallels because the show, I think, carries a lot of themes about finding the positives in awful situations and in situations where you would otherwise be dour and down and out. But the show is uplifting in that way about being inclusive and understanding that there's a silver lining. And I think that's what the last few years have been about, is about finding the bright side and finding motivation and reason to push on. And so I was really happy to see all the themes and messages in a show that I thought was otherwise just going to be goofy.
It gets really
Yeah.
It does. Because as you kind of saying, coming from Midsummer's Night Dream into SpongeBob, it sounds like it'll be very different mood. But it's not. It has like similar, deeper themes.
Yeah.
Like going to see Midsummer, I had high expectations for like what the musical was gonna be, and so I was like, oh, it's gonna be like depressing, like deep, like saddening. And then it's just like when they announced that they were doing SpongeBob, I was like, oh, it's different than what I thought, Universal was going to do. But I feel like kind of relating to what Justin said, like it is a good thing to have, especially in this time, because not doing theater for like the past couple of years has been really difficult. And so like having the theater back and being able to do this kind of upbeat show, but also be able to think about these like deeper concepts, I think is a good way to kind of start theater back up again at NC State.
I think it's also relevant to current issues because a lot of our characters represent issues that are happening right now. For example, me being the mayor is like a straight up critique to the government. And I do a lot of things that are completely unethical that many governments around the world do on a daily basis. And it's supposed to be wrong. And there's a lot of low-key villains in the story.
There's a big debate between us of blaming the media
Yeah,
and the government.
The media just trying to control everybody and spread misinformation or just magnify stuff. And it's really deep and in control from Mr. Krabs, just exploitation from companies. So all of those are relevant issues that have been happening in the last few years.
Yeah, I think one thing that really pushed me more so to stay after accepting the role is accepting the role of someone who is on the opposite side of the aisle of me personally,
Exactly.
and the joy of playing like an antagonistic perspective on a situation. I'm very much like, you meet me in person, I'm like, no, I don't think I'm gonna be like Old Man Jenkins at all. And so to have like the privilege of coming in and playing that character with people who we can have real conversations very lightheartedly, and also to play in a musical that is supposed to be comedic, which is very comedic at times, but still handle difficult conversations without giving too much away. It definitely is why I chose SpongeBob.
And Darius, you've been on the side of the stage many times saying like, I can't say these lines.
Oh
You're
yeah.
too-
Oh yeah. The moments where I'm like, why? Wait, I don't want to say this.
Well,
this is
exactly.
triggering.
No, I have some lines exactly like that
Oh,
that I
my
just.
Makes your skin crawl.
Yeah,
You're like,
it's
mhm.
yeah. Sometimes it's difficult to like read these lines because like if that was like happening in real life, like I would be on the other end
Very
of
right. Yeah.
like receiving like kind of
Yeah.
You know,
all that
and that's
hate.
why it's so important that all of us in the cast are so close together.
Mm.
Because we can say like those mean lines to each other, and in the end, just like, hey, do you want to go eat afterwards?
Yeah, cook out. But no, the joy and the privilege. Exactly. But I think the biggest privilege, honestly, as actors, is that we have that ability to show up and say, okay, we're coming in to play a character. This is not who we are. This is not what we stand for. But the privilege in what we do is that we have the moments to come in and say, how can I make this person who is on the opposite end of the argument relatable and not crazy? Because if you come in and if your character is crazy and you portray them as crazy, I think you do a disservice to acting. And I think we all do a really good job of showing the characters as people. And although they are topics of debate and topics of controversy, having them portrayed in ways that are respectful to people in society that actually are going through that. For instance, the government, portraying them as political figures first, or as people first and political figures second, and then as antagonistic political figures like at the end, truly adds to a effective performance.
And it's very important to portray these figures because then people can do self-reflection after seeing the show and think, I've been like that and maybe I should change like these characters have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've had like a weird connection with Plankton, just like playing him. Like I feel like there's a level of like oh no, you know, I don't like the way that he is. But then there's other things like, you know, he doesn't want to be seen as small. Like he has to, you know, show himself as powerful all the time. And I feel like I can relate to that in some sense of like having to show this kind of persona that makes you seem strong and like you can do anything, but like you're hiding like all of your emotions like under the surface, and that, you know, it's not good to do that. So I feel like it's helped me a lot, like playing this character, to kind of understand that part of myself.
Yeah, I would say, I'm sorry I cut you off, but I would say for me, definitely like relatability to, for instance, my character, who honestly, he feels a degree of they're not quite like us, and that makes them uncomfortable. But are they wrong for being uncomfortable, and how do you challenge this in a way that puts empathy but not sympathy in a sense?
Got it.
Like
appropriate.
not seeing them as like
Not-
like a godly figure, like someone to like look up to.
Yeah.
And everyone
Yeah.
has flaws too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the newscast.
I'm not a fear monger. My character.
I love how you all are saying like not every character, neither of the characters here are evil.
No.
Like we have a lot of characters that do very bad stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But we know they are evil.
Like for some reason I don't see Plankton as evil. Like I feel like that should be a problem.
I think Old Man Jenkins is pretty bad. I'm
But I
not
don't
gonna
know.
lie.
I think
It's
also,
weird.
as great as SpongeBob is, he has flaws in where he ignores
Yeah.
Patrick a little bit.
Just a
He
little.
shuts him out.
And
Yeah.
also maybe a little bit too much optimism.
Yeah.
Border on
Ignoring
naivety.
the moments where there actually is a real situation.
You know. So. Well, that's a good segue into like characters that kind of speak to us.
Come see SpongeBob. It's going to be amazing,
Yes.
and we enjoy doing it so much, and we're excited to see you guys' performances.
I think it's one of the funniest shows, and we know for a fact it's one of the most intense productions. So everything is gonna be over the top. So if you like over the top, just go watch it.
Okay. Oh, do I get the privilege of closing out like a YouTuber?
Go for it.
Like a YouTuber? Boy! Ron's like, look at the camera. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. We can't wait to give this performance to you guys here at Thompson Hall in Titmus Theater. Thank you guys and peace out.
Ta-da.
Go Pack!
Thank you guys so much.